you know your body, and you know what eating at night does to you, right? You have taken note of how you feel after you eat at night. You know that when you eat at night, you feel your chest is like tighter, and you feel constipated. You feel like your body is choked, and you feel heavier. Then you really have no business eating at night. So there are some people that eat at night, go to work at night, right? For those people, they're actually going to be burning the calories, the food that they have eaten. So it's not a one size fits all. There's no one size fits all rule when it comes to weight loss or your fitness lifestyle.
She's right here. Hello, Mama. Hi, beautiful woman.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Please try to share your screen. Idala is a lead coach at the Fleximum Coach. She's a chartered accountant turned holistic fitness coach. She's a fitness coach, she's a personal trainer and body transformation expert, specialized in grooming visionaries. This is one I love. She specializes in grooming visionaries to become the best versions of themselves, spirit, soul, and body. She's a digital marketer who infuses her creativity into her work as a fitness coach to bring alive theoretical fitness concepts using platforms like YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Idala, she's a mom to 4 boys. Would you believe that? Yes, she has a twin. She didn't send it to me, but I'll add it. She's the convener of the largest faith-based fitness event, Fit Fire Fiesta, where your spirit is edified with amazing music while having so much fun. Idala is the lead mentor at the Fleximum community, a free and safe haven for moms to learn, unlearn, and relearn habits to equip them spirit, soul, and body. I love it. Her NGO Kick Out Eclampsia initiative was birthed from her personal eclampsia experience. She's an author and creator of Fit Fam Made Easy. She's an author and creator, Fit Fam Made Easy, Fitness Body Journal, and a host of other ebooks on holistic health. Her vision is to be Africa's premier holistic fitness industry leader. Amen. Providing innovative and affordable ways to get our clients enjoying a healthy life as a lifestyle. To provide an experience where our clients use what they have and start where they are to achieve the vision. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming in the chat room Fleximum Coach Idala Ogufere. She's going to be taking us on physical and emotional well-being. So I'll be leaving this place for you.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat room.
Yes, we can hear you.
You can see my screen too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Tala. Thank you, MJ. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be here. It's such, my eyes will be on the comment section. So if in case you all have questions, just drop them. Anything you don't understand, just put it down. All right. We're here to chat together. We're here to have fun and learn. Okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak about this physical and emotional well-being. We'll just get right into it. Let me just put some house rules together so that we'll all be on the same page. And yeah, so I'm sure you guys can see the screen. We'll be fully present here for the next couple of minutes. I'm sure that you're going to have an exciting ride. So let me backstory about the presentation. Funny enough, when MJ told me that I was going to present, I was just like, I was almost getting anxious, but then I realized that, oh, I'm a digital marketer and I can fix this thing. I have some hacks here and there, and then boom, we're creating this presentation slide. So this is to say that
might I say you are proud? Might I just say at this point I'm a proud person? Because I remember you said presentation and then you're doing all of this. Please let me
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So I'll just dive right into the module, the contents of what we have to expect today in this session. We have a goal that I want everybody to have at the back of their mind. I will take you on that goal. The goal is basically to take you from the state where you are unaware to being aware of what exactly your physical health and your emotional well-being is all about. Okay, so just stick with me and we'll go. So I wanted to share Adele's story, but somehow it's kind of similar to mine. I would like to say, I hear a lot of people tell us that we should always share stories because that sticks better in the minds of the listeners. So I'll just go ahead and share my story and kind of relate it to Adele here. So let's just go on. I'm sure that you will all relate to this story one way or the other. All right. So a brief. This is just to guide me to share the story. Anyways, my name, like MJ said, is Idala from the Fleximum Coach company, and I really love to help young moms, women, visionaries to crash their crash high blood pressure. I had to narrow it down this year or last year, sorry, because of the way the industry is. The industry, everybody wants to do weight loss, everybody wants to, but I had to narrow it down to fit my own story. And I knew that a lot of women also were going through that particular situation. So the story of how I began to help women to come out of hypertensive nature by losing weight. And I heard Dr. Adikpero say something about lifestyle changes and all of those things. Losing weight is also under that category of a lifestyle change. All right, lifestyle changes that you need to embark on. Very, very important. But I realized also too that people that have high blood pressure, because every woman is different and you shouldn't just rush. You see, I'm sure we all see on social media how people snap back immediately. Not everybody has that ability to snap back immediately, so you don't want to put yourself under unnecessary pressure. All right. So that's why I love what this workshop is all about, to help you to understand your identity, which we will talk about as we go ahead. All right. So basically what I help women to do is to specifically targeted women that have high blood pressure. And I'll explain to you why I narrowed it down to that, because of my own experience with, blood pressure, pregnancy-induced hypertension, actually. I'm a mom to 4 boys that recovered from pregnancy-induced hypertension twice, at 2 different pregnancies. My first pregnancy was okay. The second one was when, the second one I had miscarriage, actually. The third one, I gave birth to my second son, and that was the pregnancy I had the highest amount of weight ever. I was, at the end of that pregnancy, I was weighing a whooping 110 kilograms. 101, sorry, 101 kg. And I'm for a size 5'5", and I'm really petite. I'm not that petite, but then I'm small. So it's that weight was too much for my size, my frame, right? So, and that's one thing they always tell you, especially when you embark on solid weight loss programs. They want to know what your BMI is. So the BMI is they are measuring the weight, your weight over your height, so they're checking the balance and the body mass index, all right? So it was really, really high for me. So and what happened, what led up to that point was because I was overeating. I was not managing myself, and it was just unhealthy habits upon unhealthy habits, from first pregnancy to the miscarriage to me conceiving again and all of those things. So that's what really happened. And for the first time in my life, nobody in the history of my family has ever had high blood pressure. I was the first person to have high blood pressure because of my unhealthy habits. All right. So that's what happened. And at the end of that pregnancy, 2 weeks after, I had a condition called eclampsia. Yes, full-blown eclampsia, not pre-eclampsia. Pre-eclampsia is the popular one. That, you know, when you're pregnant, the woman has high blood pressure. The doctor is trying to maintain it and all of those things. I had the full-blown eclampsia. I did not see it coming. It happened postpartum, you know, and that's one of the things that made me begin to, how many of us has ever heard of eclampsia before? If you have not heard of eclampsia before, put it in the comment section. If you have only heard, let me just know what you have heard about. If have you heard of pre-eclampsia, eclampsia, just put in the chat room. Let me know what you have heard. If you've not heard of either of those, I'm sure you've heard of high blood pressure or hypertension, right? All right, so that's basically what happened. And, you know, yeah, so I began to help people to live a healthy life. So you see the picture of me and my boys to the left on one of our Fit Fire Fiesta program, the last one we had in 2020 to the left. And this was me in 2015 to the right picture that has the screenshots and before and after stuff. So that was me after the death of my second son in 2015, and versus me in 2017. So it took me about a year to lose that weight, sustain it, and that's what you see on this picture. Also, I wrote a book called Fit Fam Made Easy to basically just chronicle what's happened, what I did to recover from that condition. I also had eclampsia. I also had hypertensive induced pregnancy with my twin. Even though with their pregnancy, I was I was more conscious. It was one of the healthiest pregnancies I've had, and the last one, because I'm not sure my body can go through that stress anymore again, you know. So I ended, you know. So if I can see that there are some men in the house. Please, if you see that your wife has gone through so much stress with blood pressure and all of those things, please, if there's any way you can do family planning, either ways. Now men do vasectomy. Please, let's be open to the idea of doing considering non-hormonal stuff for women especially, and non-invasive stuff for the men. The men should be open. I know these are conversations. This is another conversation we might have at another time, but then I just decided to throw it out there, right? So let's get into today's session. All right, I see in the comment section. I hope we're enjoying the class. I hope so far, so good. How is it going? Are you enjoying the story? Are you learning something from it? Let's know in the chat room. All right, as we go on. Yeah, so who are you? We're talking about physical health and emotional well-being. And so far, the facilitators have been doing an amazing work explaining what emotions are, what we need to know. I'm here just basically to remind us of most of the things that they've been talking about. And I overheard Dr. Pero today talking about how that you need to work on your core. Who are you? What exactly? And with what Coach MD has done, you know, giving you that assignment of going back to write, like ask yourself, what exactly, that exercise is very, 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 very important. So it will help you to identify what exactly who you are. You know, it's from the digging of the treasures of the past, even though with the whole even though they are past, there are things that you want to keep in the past. You don't want to remember some memories. There are still diamonds in the rough that you need to learn about yourself as you dig in. All right. So it is important to know who you are, because your personal well-being is particularly important, is an important dimension which we define as how satisfied we are with our lives, right? How satisfied we are with our lives, our sense that what we do in life is worthwhile, the core of who we are and what we feel we were created in this life for, right? Like popular, I'm a woman of faith. In case you didn't know, I should have put that in my bio. I'm a holistic fitness coach, right? I engage your mind, your spirit, and your body together to achieve wholeness. We are not just all about weight loss. It's not just all about, oh, let us lose weight, let us lose weight. No, it's about taking off the weight in your mind, taking off the weight in your spirit, taking off the weight in your body. Most times, if you take off the weight in your mind and in your spirit, the one on your body will literally fall off. Like it's that powerful. That's how powerful it is. So most times people are always like, oh, I want to lose it, I want to lose it. And I'm just like, you need to do a lot of work. There's still so much to be done, because like I said, I'm a woman of faith. I believe so much in scripture. So I'm going to be making reference to that great book, the Bible. 3 John 2 says, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So what exactly do you intentionally wish for yourself? Can we just ask? Can we put that in the comment section? What do you intentionally wish for? What do you wish above all things? That you are in health, even as your spirit, soul, and body is prospering. Do you wish that for yourself? Let me please drop the answer. It's not a rhetorical question. I'm going to be asking questions because I want it to be interactive. Do you wish that your spirit, your soul, and your body is in health? Do you wish that it prospers? Right? Do you wish it? Do you wish it for yourself? Absolutely. Thank you, Vivian. All right. So this will definitely help to enhance your well-being, your mental well-being, your personal well-being. So how then do you now, what are the steps to enjoying this mental well-being? What are the steps? First, you being able to connect with other people. Good relationships are important for your mental well-being. You cannot do life alone. So you have this fantastic community of women in Tala. You want to be able to interact with the resources that are there, interact with the coaches, support coaches, and all of those things. All right, it's very, very important. First, the desire to do so, because we asked in 3 John 2, it says, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So how do you begin to be in health? How do you begin to prosper? First, by relationship, great relationship, which you should be able to establish here in this amazing academy. Then be physically active. You're going to be hearing this a lot during the course of this presentation. Being active is not only great for your physical health and fitness, but it is great for your mental well-being also. Like I always say, I know people don't like to hear this. I know. Let me ask this question. How many of us are scared of exercise? When you hear being physically active, drop in the comment section. First thing that comes to your heart, you're just like, hey, it has come again. They have come again. Exercise, people. Exercise. Are you scared of exercise? Let me hear that. Let me see you. Let me see your answers in the comment section. Scared of exercise, yes or no? Put that in the comment section. I would see that as you guys as we go along. Then another way to have a great mental well-being is to learn new skills, to give to others, to pay attention to the present moment. That's to be very, we call mindfulness, practicing mindfulness. All right. So, like MJ said, I love to coach visionaries. And before people will say, Which one is visionary again? Everybody is a visionary. As long as you are here on this earth for a purpose, you are here not just to occupy space, right? You are here. I mean, what everybody here, please, what do you do? Apart from, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do currently? What do you do? What do you do? Please put it in the comment section. What do you do? What vision, even if you have not started working on it, what vision do you have? Do you see yourself doing in the future? Let's talk about that. Put that in the comment section. If you're a doctor, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a career woman, whatever it is, or man, put it in the comment section what you do. Sell yourself in the chat, in the chat box. Let me see. All right, so a visionary is one who is encumbered by the weight of their own vision. I like that, and has no time for small talk. A visionary person is one who thinks about how he or she can improve themselves, how they can improve themselves and other people and the business and the skills in order to improve their future. And the one I love absolutely is you are a co-creator with God. No matter what, as you are formed, you have every intricacy, everything that makes you you is relevant for your purpose here on earth, right? You don't need to want to compare yourself with any other person. You are unique the way you are, right? Okay, so I'm sure that I'm talking to global people. I see in the comment section, global fashion entrepreneur, author, chartered accountant, my people, even though I didn't practice, I practiced a bit and stopped. I didn't use my certificates very well, so beautiful, helping children grow in the knowledge of Christ using Christ-centered teaching songs. Oh Lord, I love you already, Sandra. Well done. All right, I'm sure that I'm talking to great visionaries in the house that have great visions that God has put inside of them, right? So now to the core of what we're reaching out to now, we're getting into the details. What can derail you now as a visionary? What can derail you now? There are so many emotions, that even MJ said yesterday. There are so many emotions, but I decided to pick offense or anger and jealousy, because I realized that most times, from the story of the Adele I was supposed to share, vibrant person working where she is working, and all of a sudden began to get offended by people, her mom, people around her, people getting married, her younger people getting married, and she just felt left out and felt offended, that over very, very little things, right? So either if you have allowed people to get you offended, or you have allowed people to trigger anger and you just held it in your heart, and it has weighed you down, because that really can affect your mind. It can affect you achieving the goal that you need to achieve. Because until recently, I didn't know that offense was even like a veil, right? It can literally cover you from seeing opportunities, because the person you're offended in might be the person that would need to mention your name somewhere, and because you are too proud to talk to the person, you might lose out on some opportunities, right? So we're going to handle that today. So what exactly does this emotion do to your body? Emotions affect your anatomy. That is one thing that we need to learn, one thing we need to understand. Emotions affect your body. You people anybody here, when you're angry, when you are literally vibrating, you're trying to narrate a particular situation. I remember that one occasion like that, somebody annoyed me, and I'm really very, very calm. I'm a calm person. So when I get worked up to that point, I literally begin to have headaches. I begin to shake. Hello, Has anybody gotten to that point of, and like literally, like this lady's picture, steam is coming out of the of your ears, and your whole body is hot? Has anybody gotten to that point? Exactly. So it can cause insomnia most times, because you are remembering what the person did to you, and it's hurting you so much, is weighing you down, and all of those things. Most times you could even go down into as bad as skin problems. Because I remember one of our facilitators also said something yesterday. She didn't know how hot she was by what her mom did, and she began to have skin breakouts and all of those things. That's to show you how powerful your emotions can be, and how you need to control. And Dr. Adequero said today again what you can do to help you calm yourself down is a learned habit. The same way you learn to react. And I still remember Coach MJ saying this yesterday also. The same way you can remember to react, or you choose to react to what somebody did to you, is the same way you can choose to narrate, calm yourself down. Probably just pen it down, which I always advise people to do. You don't have to vocalize what you're saying. You can just carry a pen, and in the book, you should always have a journal with you, so that you can write down your thoughts. It helps. I'm going to be sharing later, if we have time, an article that I just saw on the statistics about what journaling can do for you. It can literally help you to relieve tension. Very, very important. So I'm trying to jump a lot of things together, but I'm sure that you're all getting it. All right. So it's very important that you know that your getting angry is not, you need to learn to control yourself, control your anger, right? If you are a warrior, anger can make it even worse by strengthening the generalized symptoms of anxiety disorder. So you want to really just be calming down. Mommy, be calming down. Let's all calm down. It might not be that easy, but I've just shown you one of the practical things you can do when you're angry. Always write it out instead of trying to respond with the emotion that is coming at you, right? So there's a scripture there. I'm sure I'll give the slide to MJ and the crew, so that you guys can have the references that I've put together for you. All right, so we've talked about being angry and also being jealous, right? Jealousy, unhealthy jealousy, can really, really destroy your heart. It can destroy relationship. It can destroy jealousy. It can destroy, the stress can literally cause your heart rate to increase and raise your blood pressure. Let me give you an example of jealousy, probably as a woman that's trying to lose weight. Okay, so you're jealous of this other woman that is skinny, because you feel like skinny women are healthy. Who told you people that's one? I don't even know who gave everybody that skinny women are healthier. You can be skinny and you still have lined up in your visceral part that is lined up in your organs, and okay, so it can cause stroke. Okay, and that so if you're thinking that, oh, this person is skinnier than me, so this person is healthier than me, or this person was able to snap back more than me, and social media creates all this tension. So why you think, I'm sure we've all learned what we need to do with social media. Most times just stay away, back off, right? It's very, very important that you are not trying to bring up all these negative emotions that will begin to make you feel bad, make you feel depressed, make you feel under so much pressure. And that's one of the things I like to do in with my fitness programs, teaching you that you should take your journey a step at a time. Pace yourself. You are not this person. You are unique. You are wonderfully made. You are beautiful just the way you are. You don't need to look at any other person to compare your results, right? And I love what scripture says. I'm going to give reference to scriptures in 2 Corinthians 10:12 that says talks about but we dare not make ourselves of the number or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves are not wise. Like that's how straight up the Bible puts it. We should not try to compare ourselves with any other person, because everybody's journey is different. We are all different. Every woman is unique. Every woman is, and until you begin to accept that fact, accept that, just like Dr. Adekoro said today, like, nurture your own mind. Your grass is actually greener when you nurture it. Nurturing your mind is like pouring water on your grass. Whatever you do, by meditating, by journaling, by eating right, you are literally nurturing your mind. You're growing your grass, making it green, right? But if you leave your grass and you're going to look at other people's own, you don't even know whether it is fake grass, faux grass they call, that is on their side. You don't see them putting water there. It is just shining there, but it is not real grass. It is not. You just stay as it is. And you leave your own. You don't water it, and if you don't water your own real grass, it begins to wither, right? So we don't want to do that. So looking at other people is just like saying you're stirring up negative emotions, which might lead to poor appetite, right? And for some people, it leads to significant weight loss or weight gain, because we are uniquely different. We are different. We are unique in our own way. What this might cost for somebody will be different from what is costing the other woman, right? So you want to be able to learn what works for you. So I want to put in the comment section as we go along. I will do what works for, write your name. I will do what works for me, Idala. I will do what works for me, MJ. I will do what works for me, Foluke. Write that in the comment section. Let me know if you are with me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Are we together? Are we together? Let's go. All right, so where do you want, this is where you don't want to be as a visionary, as an entrepreneur, as that world-class global leader, ambassador, amazing woman. This is where you don't want to be. You don't want to be that person that is mindlessly eating, right? Because you are a visionary person, you're building a legacy, you're building this amazing vision. So you don't want to be caught, you don't want to be at the mercy of your emotions that will cause you to be mindlessly eating, having frequent visits to the clinic, thus missing out on major deals, strong to the world, but you're dying inside. You don't want to be hypertensive, right? I'm sure we don't want all this for ourselves. We don't want to be eating mindlessly. We don't want to be aware of what we are putting into our bodies. Like I said, the goal is to take you from that state of unawareness. You didn't know that this could happen. These are things that will happen when you're angry, when you're jealous. This is what is happening, and you don't want to, because of that, be eating anyhow, always eating pizza, eating ice cream like every blessed day. Some people say they are doing cheat meal, but cheat meal takes the whole week and they still cheat again on the weekend. So who are we deceiving? That's mindless eating, because you are not in control of what is going into your body. And like scripture says, your body is not yours. It's the temple of the Holy Spirit. It's a temple of God. God literally dwells in your body, right? So you want to be able to take ownership, be a great steward of this body. At least begin to eat 80 to 90% healthier foods, which we will learn as we go on. This is where you should be. I'm going to go on with the practical things now. This is where you need to be. You need to be in the focused thinking zone. You need to be thinking, oh, this is how productive is my day going to be like? What am I going to do to bring in this multi-billion-dollar deals for my empire, my vision? What am I going to do? What do I need to do? Do we need? No, I've also added that slide that's world-class visionaries like Oprah. How many of us have heard? I'm sure we've all heard of Oprah. You've heard of people like Tony Robinson and all those things. They practice. They have what do you call these things now? They have routines that they carry out to help them stay focused, right? They to help them stay energized. These people know the value of exercising, meditation, thinking, being one with their bodies, being one with themselves. They don't just do things mindlessly. And so people see the results that they carry out or they bring. So you want to be in a heart healthy area. You want your heart to be healthy. You want to at least try and exercise. Like I heard that a lot of people said they love exercise, and I love to hear that. That means I'm in good company. You guys love good things, right? Discard frizzy drinks as much as possible. And this thing, we're not saying that you can't have them once in a while, maybe on maybe at an occasion and all of these things. Once or twice in a month is fine, but once it's becoming recurrent, like it's every day. Sometimes I hear that people say they can't eat without having fizzy drinks. They can't do this without. That's where the problem is. That now is becoming an addiction that needs to be sorted out. Okay, so if you're in that category, please write it out. Write it in a journal. Know that these are the things that you need to begin to recover from. All right, or seek professional help, or you reach out to me. We'll be happy to help you. So happiness, everything is still intertwined with exercising. Exercise does great things for your brain. It releases endorphins. And after bouts of intense movements, for people that are scared to call it exercise, you begin to stay productive. You keep your brain alive, and you're active, and you're yielding more results. A recent study actually has been found to that people who exercise report 43.2% less days of poor mental health than those who don't exercise. So if you're here and you're scared of, you're a beginner, or you're trying to return to workouts after a long hiatus, what you need to do is just 10 to 15 minutes consistency 4 times a week. You see my picture from when how I was in 2015 to how I became in 2017. Like I said, I had a condition called eclampsia, and it broke down my body into pieces. I felt like my body shattered because I convulsed 2 weeks after I went to the listener. I had high blood pressure. I wrote the story in my book, Fit Farm Made Easy. You can ask for the link to get your copy. And I shared a lot of, I shared some recipes that you can use and some routines that you can follow me also. I'll put my, we'll get to the end and I'll talk to you about my, where you can reach me on, right? So all you need to do is just 10 to 15 minutes consistently working out 4 times a week, right? We even have a program that even helps you to make fitness your lifestyle, right? You should see it as a lifestyle. And if you have not gotten to that point where it's a lifestyle, for you to work at least 3 to 4 times in a week of like 10 to 15 minutes intense, like working out, then you need to make it a habit. You need to create that habit. If you have to work out in the morning or work out in the night or work out in the afternoon, depending on how your schedule is, but you need to infuse. Don't say you're too busy. Like I said, you are not busier than Oprah. You are not busier than the busiest person in the world, people that run multinationals, right? And they still make out time to work out, to cater to their health, because this is the body. I love when Apostle Joshua Selman said this. He said, this is the body that conveys, this is the body that helps you on this realm, on this earth, right? To help you to achieve your goal here on earth. So if you are not catering to the body, some of us behave as if we have one body that's a spare part. I know we have spares in here. We have body, when you fall ill and all of you pray to God and He sends healing, but it's indiscipline to always be doing the wrong things and be expecting God to heal you. He will heal you, but your body will get tired at a point because you have been given the authority. You have control over whatever it is you put in your mouth that can also have ripple effects on your body. So if you are struggling to keep to your body intensely, then you need to reach out so that you can begin to stay in the company of people that will help you to achieve this thing. And the way we crafted our program in such a way that it's a lifestyle. So if journaling comes easy for, right? It will show you ways to learn how to journal. In fact, there's a group journaling that we do on our WhatsApp accountability program that will help you so that you can begin to inspire more people. That's my goal. That's my dream. That I raise visionaries that are fit. I call them the fit visionaries, right? That are fit to be able to do their work, to be able to achieve the purpose for which God has called them to do, and make fitness a lifestyle. I know it's not something that is popular in this side of the world, but we'll keep speaking. This is my own purpose. This is what I know that God has called me to do, right? So it's to help you to maintain sustainable habits. Okay, so how do we get here? When was the last time? I'll need to ask another question again. When was the last time that you or anyone here got a checkup? When was the last time we went to eat? So let me not even let me not go too far with checkup. When was the last time you got your own your blood pressure checked? How many of us have our BP monitors in the house? This is one of the things that we need to begin to give moms, new moms. I believe that this is, yeah, we're doing baby shower. This is a very fantastic gift to give a woman, a new mom. Hello, are we together? When last did you get your blood pressure checked? So if you got your blood pressure checked recently, let me know in the chat room what your blood pressure read. Okay? What did your blood pressure read? How do you get the? So these are the things. It's practical. We're already asking questions. So everybody's quiet. Okay. Someone said I've never had my baby checked. Faith, you sent me a private message. Before childbirth, I had my baby checked. So how old is your child now? Okay. Last time she had a checkup, it was a year ago, 110/70. Nice. All right. So practical steps to get to health is begin to know, at least at first, know what your blood pressure is, because 1 in 10 adults, statistics has shown that 1 in 10 adults have high blood pressure and they don't even know. So you see people having consistent headaches. They're not even drinking water. They'll just reach out for a bottle of fizzy drink and boom, they're drinking it. Right? Am I shaking table for fizzy drink holders? People that are on the fizzy drink table, can you Can you can you make room? Let us know yourself. Let us show yourself in the chat room. So that's one. And the second one, pantry overhaul. Stock up more fruits and eat them. I know a lot of people hear these things a lot, but it is very, very important, because what you stock up is what you're going to eat, right? What you stock up, yes, 1 in 10 is proven, because I'm undergoing a current certification in hypertensive management. And when I saw that statistics, I was shocked myself, right? So it's very, very important that we, okay, so I'm supposed to begin to wrap up right now. So if you have any questions, please begin to, okay, yeah. If you have any questions, please begin to ask them. As I'm waiting for your questions, I will just be going through these things. Heart healthy routines, what you need to do. Like I said, when I was broken down completely with my health condition, like I said, I convulsed when I had that postpartum eclampsia. What I began to do after I got back to the hospital, because I knew that it was God that delivered me from that thing. I've heard a lot of women passed on from there. A lot of women they are not the same, right? After they have that eclampsia, they literally either have partial deafness, they are blind, or stroke. Something happens to their body. That's it. Like, that's terrible. So what I did was begin to walk around my environment. Like I'm saying now, the least you can do is to begin to walk around your environment. Pace yourself. Learn to pace yourself. Right? I'm about to create a program, an accountability course, to teach you to help you to know what you need to go through on how to pace yourself. Pace yourself, the routines to do to pace yourself. I'm going to briefly talk about it now. Dance, whatever it is you're doing, just ensure that you are moving your body. You don't have to go to the gym. That's one thing you need to know. You don't have to go to the gym. Find an activity that you love to do. I'm sure most people love to dance. Anybody in the house? Yes, please keep your questions coming. Faith is already asking a question. Keep your questions coming. All right. Yes. Okay, let me just begin to answer the question and be doing my slide at the same time. I'm using my slide to answer the questions, all right? So, yeah, Sandra, you love dancing. Just keep it going. Like, dancing is an effective exercise. I hear that it depends on the intensity of how you're dancing, like you're moving your body, pushing through and all of those things, and you're literally exerting and burning calories. The intensity of the workout and the length of time that you dance can count for you. Then also balance it with eating right, mindful eating, which is what you see on the screen. Mindful eating entails your cooking style. Okay, for people that have high blood pressure, you shouldn't be caught near using stock cubes every time. If the soup is not salty, once you have salty foods, you are used to eating salty food, used to eating oily things, fry. There's a problem. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. Like I said, let that statistic ring in your head. 1 in every 10 adults have hypertension. People literally eat their way into hypertension. The environments where I stay now, there's a particular place where the food is always salty. Always salty. It is a terrible thing to do. You need to learn to train your taste buds. If you know that you are always eating salty foods. Most people they won't even accept the fact that they are eating salty food. I know. So if you're in that category, please begin to change your ways. You need help. You need accountability. You need counseling. You need therapy to come out. It's an addiction, right? If you have addiction to sugary drinks, I hear that somebody is asking if fruit juices such as that, I will not call the name, is classified as sugary drink. Yes. To know if anything is sugary, once it is processed, once it is packed, and it is stored, it has expiration dates, it is not categorized as a healthy drink. It is sugary and it is not good for you, right? I'm very sure that you can't limit your intake to 1 glass, right? And even if, before you to even qualify to even take 1 glass, that means either you have stayed, you've eaten healthy, you've eaten more fruits and vegetables during the course of the week, you have eaten more fruits, real fruits, not fruit juice, not even juicer. You know, a lot of people say they like to juice orange, they like to juice pineapple, and they throw the pulp. The pulp and when I say pulp, that's the fiber, you know, after juicing the orange, the remaining, the shaft that you throw away is the fiber. And that is very, very important in your body. It will help you cleanse your colon and help with constipation, right? So it's better to eat the orange as it is, not juice it and drink the orange. If you juice it and drink the orange, you take in more sugar, even if it is natural sugar. It is natural, it is good sugar, it has vitamins, but it is not good for you. So even too much of a good thing can be bad. So you should eat the fruit whole as it is, not trying to look for quick fixes, okay? And it's even cheaper. It's cheaper than the store-bought packed processed food. Okay, so how soon do you resume exercise? Like I said, begin to pace yourself. Start with what you love. If you love dancing, do dancing. If you love riding cycle, go ahead. If you want to, whatever it is that you love to do, just go ahead and do it, right? So as I wait for more questions, I hope I have not skipped any question at all. Let me know if you have any questions, please, you can drop them. If you have felt any of these, eating or sleeping too much, eat earthy foods, less processed foods. Earthy foods and less processed food. Journal your thoughts. We've been talking about journaling for a long time. And you feel unusually confused. Okay, if you feel unusually confused or on edge or anxious, get an accountability partner. If you're scared of looking yourself in the mirror or appreciating your beauty, begin to speak to yourself, daily affirmations, talk to yourself, pace yourself. If you feel like you're always not able to achieve your daily task, pace yourself. You are your own competition. All right, so I think I'm going to stop here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Please, everyone, just say your thanks to Fleximum Coach. I have a few questions if nobody has any questions to ask you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Guys, please I saw Luchi from Ghana. That's Lucinda Bachman. Please just say where you're joining us from. Jane from Kenya. Thank you everyone who has joined us so far. Thank you so much, Idala. Too many nuggets from your. Thank you for being vulnerable, sharing your story with us about eclampsia and educating us along the way. So good. I love how you said emotions affect your anatomy, and this is something that a lot of us don't know, that emotions actually affect our anatomy. And you were saying that there was a time when you were really, really upset and you began to have a headache. And I've shared this with the ladies at Tala before, but you know what? I can just go ahead and share my own experience with that. And in fact, that's where this entire course was actually, the course on self-mastery and unforgiveness, those models, that's really where it was born from, such courses. And this workshop, it was from that experience, because it made me think and think deep, on the relationship between emotions and our body, the relation between our minds and our body, and how our minds really go on to affect our anatomy and everything that happens. From Ireland, you're welcome. Thank you guys for joining every time. There's a question there from Precious, so we'll read it. But let me just share my story. So sometime last year, I had COVID. And I remember that it started on this day when I was having this intense argument with this person. I was so worked up, and we're just having it back and forth. But you should have known about this, but that, and it was just back and forth and back and forth. And I just began to feel this impending headache. Now, I used to have terrible migraines that I was healed from. This thing didn't feel like a migraine, but it was right there in my head and it was hurting. And I said, oh, there's a looming headache. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this again. And I got up to leave. And I went in, to grab my bags and all of that. And I remember I left. 30 minutes after, in fact, from that time, I just started, it just started degenerating. And I remember that 30 minutes later, I had to run home. And I was ill. That was it. Very early the next morning, they had to rush me to the hospital. That was how I had COVID. And not because that made me ill. That didn't make me ill. But what that did was weaken my immune system. Because it was possible to have had COVID and be asymptomatic. So when you said emotions can really affect your anatomy, I know. It's stress. So when you're facing stress, you're constantly releasing cortisol. Constant release of cortisol is very harmful for your body. So your immune system is designed to wake up your fats and your carbohydrate metabolism. It jolts it. It's as a defense mechanism, but it also can be very, very negative. It can affect your digestive system. It can affect your kidneys, like you said, and a whole bunch of stuff. So yes, I really, really, really can relate to that when you said that. But I just want us to go ahead and take the question that I saw right here. Someone said, at what time should one stop eating in a day? Oops. Okay, more questions coming. At what time should one stop eating in a day? I heard that eating at night can be harmful. And that person said, and then the second question is, must you eat starch? Must you eat starch, protein, and veggies together? Yes, that's it.
All right, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I like the question about eating at night. Even me, I struggled with eating at night and all of those things. But one thing I always say is that if you know that you are, you know your body and you know what eating at night does to you, right? You have taken note of how you feel after you eat at night. You know that when you eat at night, you feel your chest is like tighter and you feel constipated. You feel like your body is choked and you feel heavier. Then you really have no business eating at night. So there are some people that eat at night, go to work at night, right? For those people, they're actually going to be burning the calories, the food that they have eaten. So it's not a one size fits all. There's no one size fits all rule when it comes to weight loss or your fitness lifestyle. It is what exactly you be true to yourself. My husband will always say, to thyself be true. And it's a quote from one of these very old quotes, right? But you need to be true to yourself. You need to write these things down. I have a journal, a fitness journal that you could basically just write out what it's a 30-day, 3 months journal that can write what you have eaten that day, the fruits that you have taken, lunch, dinner, how much water you have taken in for that day. And it will help you to understand, okay, when you ate this particular food, how did you feel? You could write it down. It's helping you put your thoughts together. You need to learn how to journal what you have eaten also, so that you're able to track how you are feeling after you've eaten a certain kind of food. So I wouldn't say you should eat at night or you shouldn't eat at night. When you eat at night, how do you feel when you eat? Then from there, decide if it is okay for you to eat or why you should even eat. I wrote an ebook some time ago on what you healthy food snack you should take at night, and I did that with the workers in mind, people that work at night, right? They want to snack, they want to nibble on something. Probably they're fasting all day, and they decided that okay, let me just eat something. You can actually take light crackers. There are some crackers, biscuits that are not sugary, they are not salty, they are very good. Dry crackers, you can have that. You can have that with green tea while you're doing your work. You can have yogurt, you know, while you're doing your work and all of these things. But I would not tell you that you should go and get pizza and ice cream or go and eat a bowl of eba while you're and be eating at night. I would not subscribe to that.
Yeah.
Normally, if you're not going through any kind of, if you don't have a medical condition, what you need to do is stop eating hours before you go to bed and you'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay, so I think
Did I
the
answer
key point there would be, yeah. I think the key point there would be to yourself, be true. One of the things that I've seen that is wrong with us as humans is our failure to listen to our inner self, to let our bodies guide us, to let our bodies teach us. Our body and our cells have tremendous intelligence. And this is how we were created. We were wired for love. We were created in love, steeped in love. And it goes down to every fiber of our being, including ourselves. And this is scientifically proven, even in quantum physics. That humans were created in love and in relationship and steeped in it. And right there in our cells carry tremendous intelligence to tell us what is good and what is bad for our bodies. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I remember then that if I had a headache and I want to eat something, my body would tell me whether that is good or bad for me. I would know. When I was it was the same thing. But when I was pregnant, it was the same thing. It became higher. I'm talking, maybe I'll say it's a higher sense of intuition. But I would know that this thing, if I eat it, there would be a problem. It would be bad for me. So why don't we begin to pay attention?
All have it. Everyone,
single person. We were all created.
We all have it.
Yes, Dr. Perra said it, live from the inside out. Pay attention to what is going on in your body and stop looking for a one-size-fits solution so that you say, oh, that person said I should try it and I tried it and it didn't work. Oh, that's how I joined that one and I did it and it didn't work. Please, nothing works. That's the way my life is. And so you give yourself the perfect excuse to be disastrous or to be unfair to your body.
I cannot come and keep myself.
Do you understand? Hey, because I tried this and I worked out. Another beautiful thing that you talked about was find your uniqueness. And then you said emotions can affect your anatomy. And we talked about stress. Yes, how cortisol levels. Yes. I think that's pretty much it. I think you did justice to this topic. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. We are wrapping up with our last facilitator, and we're coming to the end of this workshop. It has been an amazing ride. I'm sure you'll agree with me since yesterday. Let me take you off the spotlight, even though you're very beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Just say thank you to Idala. Say thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Swimming tea products healthy and the use of waist trainers. Healthy is subjective. There's green tea. Green tea is proven to be healthy. Hey, which one is slimming tea? Which one is slimming? Okay, you want to quickly answer that one, Abi?
Yeah. I know a lot of people will have questions that they want to, so they can reach me on my Instagram page. I'll try as much as possible to answer your questions. Right, if you have any question, because I know we have to go to the next facilitator.
Yes, please.
So for green teas and all those slimming teas, green teas and slimming teas are different things entirely, right? So they are not the same thing. Slimming teas are the ones that make you go to toilet and stool out all the water in your body. The fact that you're whatever it is you're going to have on the scale when you go to the scale is just you minus water weight. No fat has not gone out of your body. Your fat is where it is. And even if you feel like, oh, my tummy is now flatter because I took the slimming tea, know that you are not sure of the content of what is in that slimming tea and you are at risk. All right. So you have to be very, very careful. If it is not filled with antioxidants, which green tea I know it consists of, then you should really be staying away from any kind of slimming tea ever. There is nothing there's no shortcuts when it comes. There's a process when it comes to fitness. You have to stick to what you need to do. And if you're having if you're struggling with that, you need help, you need accountability. Reach out and start it. You can create that habit. All right, get yourself off. As a visionary, you even need to learn how to go through that process, right? You need to come out of where you are and move towards the goal that you need to, where you need to be, right? So let's not think of quick fixes. When you think slim tea, they are still thinking quick fix, and it's not going to help you.
Love it, love it. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Please now, no quick fixes, please. And this rave about losing weight, yes, lose weight. Honestly, you know, I tell people, even at work, I say it to the ladies, I'm not really a weight loss person. Just maintain a very healthy weight. More importantly, be fit. Because I'm interested in what's going on up here. And a lot of people are having emotional issues, mental health issues because of weight loss. And some of you, your genes are different. And then you're looking at someone who has this very slim, TTT, tall gene everywhere, and you want to be just like that person. Embrace yourself. Embrace your uniqueness. Love yourself. You are beautiful the way you are. You are beautiful. Love yourself. I'm serious. This rave about weight loss is a societal thing. You know, sometime way back in the West, it was women who were slim and tiny without butts and everything. But now look at everybody going to get jobs, butt jobs and all of that done to look a certain way, to look fuller and thicker. And everybody is hitting the gym and doing squats because they want to look a certain way. It was not in vogue at some point. And don't let the society place demands on you. Okay, protect your mind, protect your health. Go fit, go the fitness route. Your weight loss can even be a byproduct of your fitness routine. And that's what I do. I mean, and obey your body, listen to your mind, listen to your heart. When it comes to eating, listen to yourself. Pay attention to your God being. Pay attention to it. You have that on the inside of you. Thank you so much, Fleximum Coach. Thank you, all of you, for staying. I'm sure that it's been very impactful. This is the African Lady Ambassador Academy. We put together this emotional wellness workshop for you because we see that a lot of people actually need it. We all need to be whole. We all need to live abundant lives. And what's an abundant life? It's a life of peace. It's a life of joy. And, you know, if we want to go spiritual, because today is Sunday, we say it's a life of righteousness as well. Righteousness, peace, and joy. Okay, but more importantly, it's a life of peace and joy, even regardless of chaos, regardless of conflict. It's a life of good health. And Idala said it, that your soul prospers, as your health prospers, as you prosper. So it's just to give you, just be okay enough to live a fulfilled life, a fulfilled, a joyful, a healthy, and a peaceful life. And this is why we put this together for you. So you can follow us on IG. Our Instagram handle is Tala Academy at the African Lady Ambassador. Yes, Precious has been putting the Precious is an amazing support coach, by the way. Thank you very much, Precious. Thank you to all the support coaches here. So please follow us at our handles on Facebook, it's Idala Academy, on IG, it's Idala Academy as well. I saw her putting the accounts up there. Yes, please, you can fund our account, fund our cause. We're doing quite a lot of things. I tell people that over 90% of the people who have come through our academy came in on scholarship. Yes, on our funds and the funds of others, seed funding, and investors here and there. So please, you can support our cause. We will continue, but it'll be good that you support what we're doing financially. Precious will keep putting the account numbers out there. So thank you.